Right, so what you're going to do now is commit an offence. You're not aware of it, and I'm not even going to inform you of it. Leave the property, you're trespassing. I've already informed you. Just go back. Right, you stay there. Do not come on the property unless you're going to remove this clamp.
Right, I've been removing that vehicle.
You're on the property again. Move back.
Don't touch me, mate.
Emergency service.
Police, please.
Please, thank you.
Hello there. I'm just I'm an enforcement agent. And I'm
Debt collection agencies, likened to financial blood-sucking parasites that prey on just about anyone's misery. I pray one day that people will eventually wake up and no longer work for these corporate scam artists. My message to Chesterfield Borough Council in 2024. You failed in 2023, bring it on. I look forward to your response. My message to Marston Recovery. I look forward to any future visits. My batteries are fully charged and the security camera system will capture every visit. My message to National Car Parks Limited. I look forward to your ignorance and unprofessionalism. In date order, 10 November 2023, NCP, also known for short as National Car Parks Limited, recently sent me their notice to keeper. And did you know that NCP was originally funded by the Rothschild bankers that set up NCP almost a century ago? Until recently, I did not know this. 27th of December, Marston Recovery. 28th of December, Trace Debt Recovery. These are my own personal most up-to-date letters regarding non-compliance and the story so far. If legal extortion is taking place at your door, what will you be doing about it? Let's now bring you up to speed with Marston Recovery and how they finally capitulated to my naivety, stupidity and strokes of my pen. Oh, and by the way, did I say that I could not wait to deal with the originally financed, Rothschild-funded NCP? Oh, 333-320-2230.
Thank you for calling Marston's. Many of our customers find it easier to manage their accounts on our mobile app. It's easy to use and avoids long wait times. On the app, you can make payment proposals, raise a query or dispute.
It's a court fine.
What's this court fine? I've never been to court.
No, they wouldn't ask you to go to court.
I pointed out that if you go to court, I want to be present to argue my case.
No, it's not a trial. It's where they send the evidence to court. This vehicle has got an unpaid fine against it. This is the evidence. Can you issue a warrant?
So why am I not there to be able to defend my case? I've just explained to you reasonably some information.
If you imagine how many parking tickets are given out each day, they're not going to ask everyone to go to court and give their evidence. It just doesn't work like that.
If your reference number begins with J, press 1. If your reference number begins with H, press 2. If your reference number begins with G, press 3. If your reference number begins with F, press 4. If your reference number begins with E, press 5. If your reference number begins with M, press 6. If your reference number begins with a number, press 7. And if your reference number starts with anything else, please select 8.
5, it starts with
Now
E.
please enter the remaining digits in your reference number, followed by the hash key.
No chance.
Thank you. Now please enter the remaining digits in your reference number, followed by the hash key.
No way.
Thank you. Now please enter the remaining digits in your reference number, followed by the hash key.
Nope.
I'm sorry, but we don't recognize the reference number you entered. Please hold.
That's better.
Please hold while we try to connect you with a member of our team. We have been unable to identify you, therefore you could experience a delay. To avoid this in future, please ensure you input the correct case reference number. In order to provide the best possible service, our calls are recorded for training, monitoring, and analytical purposes. Please hold while we connect you to a dedicated team member.
Dedicated?
We always aim to resolve your queries in a timely and professional way with an outcome that is satisfactory. In return, we ask you to respect our staff by talking to them clearly and fairly.
Of course.
We will not tolerate behaviour that is hurtful, abusive, or hateful towards our staff or other service users. The expected wait time is under 1 minute.
Hello, you're through to Marston's. My name is Abdullah. Just to advise you, all calls are recorded for training and compliance purposes. Can I start by taking a reference number, please?
Yeah, E279.
Perfect. And can you just confirm your date of birth for me?
No.
No problem. Do you know what who this money's owed to?
You're alleging I owe you money. And the reason why I haven't given my date of birth is because you shouldn't have my date of birth, because that would be a GDPR breach if that's the case.
No problem. Yeah, no, that's why you refuse to answer that. So that's fine. So that's why I have to ask a different security questions before I can discuss anything. So do you know who the client for this case is?
Chesterfield Borough Council. Have you got my date of birth?
On our system, obviously it's not confirmed, so no.
All right, so you're just asking for it.
Yes.
Well, that was clever. I like that trick.
And this number that you're calling us on at the minute, is that the best way to contact yourself?
Any telephone numbers you have regarding my name, please delete them all now.
We don't have any, so I was asking if this one that you're calling on is the best to contact you, but you don't want to put that on the system, no?
No, I don't want any phone calls from Marston Recovery.
Right. You have confirmed that you have an email address, which is BANAMANEWS@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Okay, yeah.
Perfect. So I can see you've got just the one case at the minute. What I'm going to do is a link search to double check there's nothing else outstanding that you're unaware of. So I'm just going to check that quickly and then we can get right into it. So just bear with me a second.
Lovely.
Right, yep. So it's just the one case in a minute with Chesterfield Borough Council for an outstanding balance of £394. How is that going to be paid today?
Never.
So what is the reason for your call today?
To find out what your last note said, because I haven't heard anything from either yourselves, not you personally, or Chester Borough Council. Chester Borough Council have been ignorant, unprofessional and pathetic. Marston's, when you sent your bailiff round, I sent him on his way. But someone's really messed up with this. And first of all, I'd just like to point out that any information you've got on me, you've actually obtained it by a GDPR breach from Chesterfield Borough Council. They should never have sent you any information because I never asked them to and never gave them permission to.
Right, so what you're stating is they broke GDPR by passing your information over to us?
Yes, because you're a third-party interloper, Marston Recovery.
Okay, no problem. So that's, if that's something that you want to obviously take up, is that something that you want to take
I can resolve this over the phone with yourself now. Because there's a GDPR breach been taken place by Chesterfield Borough Council, I will be pursuing them in this matter.
Yeah.
If you continue, Marston Recovery, not you personally, then obviously you're acting on information that's part of a GDPR breach and civil proceedings will be brought against Marston. I've already highlighted problems with Marston in the past and they appear to have ignored me. And this letter is dated 27th of December 2023. I should never have received that after the last complaint I had with Marston.
All right. Okay, so just quickly, obviously, you're more aware, this is your case, you're more aware of all the details than I am. Do you mind if I just pop you in a hold, just look over the whole case and then get back to you with...
Just bear in mind, somebody hasn't done the job right. Not you personally, but because this is a GDPR breach and you're a third-party company that I never authorised information to be passed to yourselves, you've obtained this, and I'm going to seek legal redress at Chesterfield Borough Council. So, which is what I expect. You to come back and say, Marston Recovery, return it back to the client.
No problem. So, like I said, I'm just going to take a look at everything because obviously there's quite a few notes on here, and I just want to be up to date, same as you are. So I don't give you any false information, don't give you anything wrong. I'm just going to take a look at everything and just be back with you. Is that okay?
Abdul, I have every confidence in you because you sound like a reasonable guy.
No problem also. Just bear with me, I'll be right back, alright?
It's obviously gone to court. They've added their bit. It's usually the fine. It's come to us. We've added our bit to it, the extra fees. Can you pay £394?
I ain't paying that.
Right.
I told them I would pay £25.
The vehicle will be recovered now.
Will it?
Yeah.
And how are you going to do that?
What do you mean?
How are you going to recover it?
On the back of the truck.
You're going to... Really? Where's your truck?
I'll have to ring for it.
It's pointless ringing for it.
We don't just knock about in truck.
Sorry?
We don't just knock about in trucks.
Right.
We have to see if the vehicle's there first.
Right, so what you're going to do now is commit an offence. You're not aware of it, and I'm not even going to inform you of it.
Okay.
But you are going to commit an offence.
Okay, then.
So what's this on here? I'd like you to take that off now. Right, I'm now going to inform you all your implied rights of access to this property are now denied. Don't walk on the property. It's denied. No, don't need to. No, you're trespassing. Leave. Leave the property, you're trespassing. I've already informed. Just go back. Right, you stay there. Do not come on the property unless you're going to remove this clamp.
Right, I've been removing that vehicle.
You're on the property again. Move back.
Don't touch me, mate.
Don't be swinging out. I'm moving you from the land.
I'm telling you, don't put your hands on me.
I'm telling you not to come on the property. If you do, I'll push you off.
It doesn't work like that.
No, let me tell you something. Whoever, I'm going to tell you straight. Whoever steps foot on this property, I'm going to push you right off.
Right. And if you do, you'll be arrested by the police.
No, you're trespassing. Your rights of implied access.
Preventing me from doing my job.
Have been removed.
It's a criminal offence. The police will be called, and you'll be arrested. Okay.
Right, sorry about that hold. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course, that's fine.
Perfect, no problem. Right, so I've just took a look over it briefly. Obviously, I'm not going through everything. There's quite a lot here, but a lot of it is irrelevant at this time. So from what I can see, obviously I'm aware of what you stated and any issues that you have regarding the council. That's a dispute between yourselves and them. We don't get involved in disputes between the customer and client. But whatever you feel like they've broken in regards to that, you can have a conversation with them about that. In regards to the case, from what I'm aware of and from what I can see at the minute, obviously we have a certain amount of time we have to collect these debts when they're passed on to us. Your case was with us for a total of, as of today, 367 days, which is obviously basically over a year, which is longer than we're allowed to have it. Your case is now expired with us, which means it will be getting returned back to the client, which is Chesterfield Borough Council. So going forward, obviously you can contact them regarding the case and whatever else you want to speak to them about is with them. When it gets passed back to them, like I said, it is their debt in the first place. They're the ones who issued it against yourself. Our job was simply to collect it. We weren't able to do so. So the case goes back to the client. Anything else you want to discuss further, it will have to be through them. We don't get updated about the case after that. It's really nothing to do with us as of obviously going forward now when it's returned. And yeah, that's all I can advise you as of right now. Is that okay?
Perfect. I have every confidence in you. Like you said, it was 367 days you mentioned, which is one day over the 366. That's why I called you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how you're going to deal with this. I do have a problem with the fact that one of your bailiffs who you instructed, not you personally, came around to my property, put a wheel clamp on, which magically disappeared. But I never heard anything more from that complaint. I never heard anything more from the bailiff.
Yeah,
What is Marston doing about that?
I seen a note literally while I was obviously just skimming through it. I seen a note of that where it was right. Yes, I can see you filed a complaint, and it was you was basically disputing the fact that he did it unlawfully, that he unlawfully clamped the vehicle.
He certainly did.
And I believe the response was the vehicle. This is I'm reading this directly from the note, so I believe they responded with. The vehicle was clamped lawfully, the checks were conducted, the EA process was correct, and the proof that your vehicle was being used for work was not provided, so there's no trespass, and also there was no trespass occurred. Also, I can see that you're still disputing that the client acted in an unprofessional manner, and you were still unhappy with the EA visit. And then obviously they responded with, we can't comment on the client involvement prior to the case passing to us. And they responded with the EA acted correctly, and yeah, that's what I can see as of right now in regards to a response. Obviously, I didn't get a call regarding this case at that time, so I'm just reading what the note says in regards to the people who were dealing with it at the time. That's the only information I know. I'm not dealing with it at that time, so I don't know what the ins and outs of the case, but that's just what I see here. Yeah,
in all fairness, yeah, thanks for reading that back to me. I mean, the bailiff just left the clamp, didn't bother collecting the vehicle at any point, you know, so obviously I had to take the wheel off and the clamp off because he left it. It's called an abandoned levy. Right. He abandoned it. Why did he abandon it? Why didn't he just take it off?
You're asking the wrong person, my friend. Like I said, I don't, that's not a conversation to be had with myself. Obviously, you feel like something was, that's something that wasn't lawfully correct, or you feel like you want to take that up with someone else, and obviously you feel free to do so.
The point is, Abdul, absolutely great. You're a great guy, I can tell. The point is, he never bothered to find out if I used the vehicle for work or not. He can't put that onus on me because he'd put that clamp on the vehicle before he knocked on my door. So he broke that law. You know what I mean? The fact that Marston Recovery haven't identified that just kind of highlights what kind of a tin pot firm they are that you're working for. So your bailiff has let Marston down, actually, and Marston's are letting themselves down. And also, there's a lot of GDPR breaches when information comes through to you. So the fact that you're acting on it with all your clients, if this is investigated properly, Marston Recovery will be shut down. Thank you very much for your time. And I look forward to Chesterfield getting back in touch with me because they've ignored me to date. They are cowards.
Well,
they are cowards.
Yeah, hopefully you can get that sorted in due time as well. But obviously, at least you don't have to deal with us anymore, so that's a plus for you, I guess. Assuming, obviously, from what I can see anyway. Well, but yeah, I do appreciate the call regardless, and hopefully we've sorted it on this end anyway.
Have you got a good memory?
I'm not the best. Getting a bit old, to be fair.
I'm just going to say this. If you look on YouTube, BANAMAN, all one word, BANAMAN, and look out in the videos, and you'll find the actual encounter on video. I had to push the bailiff off with one hand and film him with the other. It wasn't easy, you know. So it's all on YouTube, and I'm surprised that nobody's took me seriously.
Right, no problem.
BANAMAN.
I appreciate the call.
BANAMAN.
BANAMAN.
Thank you very much for your time. Take care.
And yourself. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
South Yorkshire Police, how can I help?
Oh, hello there. I'd like to inform you that I'm making a film, very controversial. I'm stood in the street, and with a camera, obviously, and I'm dressed as a police officer. So the film that I'm making involves a police officer's uniform. Very authentic looking, but I can advise you that anybody who approaches me, I will be advising them I'm not a police officer.
Oh, right, okay. So what's your name, please?
So, my name?
Yeah.
It's Mark.
And what's your date of birth? And what is your home address, please? And is this your telephone number ending in 005?
Yeah, you could use that number, I think, yes.
Okay.
I can give you an email address for any reference.
Yeah, no problem. What street are you filming in? What is it for? Just a personal?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a bit of fun, you know, a bit of YouTube stuff. I'm not a police officer.
We'll log it for you and pass it around just so that officers are aware. It's our incident number 614. How long are you going to be filming for?
Possibly about 5 hours, maybe a bit longer.
Right.
Do you want me to ring you back when I've finished? On 101?
Yes, please. Yeah, please.